Welcome to Cat Mama Tarot. Happy full moon in Scorpio, Beltane, and May Day on this Friday, May 1st. But this is a weekend reading. Weekend! A squeaky weekend reading for May 1st through May 3rd, 2026. For some reason, I've suddenly been feeling a little shallow breath, so trying to work that out. Maybe the reading will help. All right. What do we need to know for this weekend, please? All right. We start with attend to the details, last quarter moon in Virgo. So if there's anything that you've been maybe overlooking or kind of putting off, you're being encouraged, or we're being encouraged to get on those things and attend to the details. We also have releasing blocks, first quarter moon in Scorpio, at the bottom of the deck. So also focusing on what we've been talking about for a couple weeks now, right? Or continuing to focus, right? I mean, it doesn't just happen overnight. Releasing the past, releasing our blocks. That is a process. So continued efforts without efforting to release anything that is blocking you this weekend while you're attending to any details that need attending to, that you may have overlooked, that you may have put off. This would be a good weekend for doing it. Oh, I just reshuffled the cards. Oh well, that's fine. All right, let's see what the tarot has for us. And we're going to finish with one more Moonology card in honor of the full moon in Scorpio. Well, we start with the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is all about following your passion, going towards what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that inspires you, while also being careful to not get too fiery. The Knight of Wands can be a bit impulsive, can be a bit fiery, have a bit of a temper. So those are things to be cautious of or be aware of. Next we have Justice, cause and effect. So understanding and recognizing how your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs are reflected back to you in your reality. So what is it that you want your reality to look like? That is what you should practice or focus on the inside. And last, we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, well, it can be kind of traditional structures and kind of, you know, like you see here that it's the Pope, right? So it can reference kind of these external, what am I trying to say? Well, you know why the words aren't coming to me, because that's not how I interpret the Hierophant, even though the image is reflecting that, right? To me, it's more about trusting your inner wisdom, trusting that you actually have a tremendous amount of wisdom within you, or you have access to a tremendous amount of wisdom through you and through your intuition, through your connection to spirit, right? We have the ability to connect directly to spirit. So that is really what the Hierophant says to me. We've got the Knight of Wands, which is speaking to what you're feeling drawn to, passionate about, wanting to move towards. The Knight of Wands also is very unique and true to himself. So the Knight of Wands marches to the beat of their own drum, right? They don't feel obligated to follow any particular path that is set forth in society or by somebody else or dictated by some religious entity or anything like that, right? They are like, this is what I feel passionate towards, and this is what I'm going to do. I don't care what anybody says I should be doing. This is what I want to be doing, so I'm going to go after this. So finding that or tapping into that part of you, while also the Justice card being, watching your temper, watching your impulses, watching your thoughts, watching your actions. And I don't mean like being hyper vigilant. I just mean coming from a place of balance. That's another aspect of Justice, because it's the Libra card, which is all about balance and harmony. But, trying to find that balance and harmony within so that you're operating from that place. And that is going to be what's reflected back to you in your reality, the more we can do that. And you are also being encouraged by the Hierophant to trust your inner guidance, trust your inner wisdom, trust that you have had experiences that have resulted in learning, that have provided you with wisdom that you can apply moving forward and into your future, right? So all of this is going to help you releasing, those blocks, getting those blocks out of the way, or it's all part of this process of doing that. And, the Knight of Wands is right under the Attend to Details Moonology card. So what I'm being drawn to there is that don't get so fired up and so passionate and so impulsive that you're kind of going without making sure that you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's and taking care of business, any business that needs to be attended to, any details that need to be attended to. You want to make sure that you are keeping that in mind and doing that at the same time. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers. Wow, we've got 3 major arcanas. The Lovers, to me, oh, there was a nice deep breath. I told you the reading might help, so I feel like it did. So the Lovers is about making a choice. It could speak to finding love, and choosing love, but sorry, my table's all of a sudden crooked, or teeter-tottery. The Lovers is really speaking to making a choice or making choices that reflect total love and acceptance for ourselves, right? So when we can find that internal balance and harmony, and we can be keeping our eye on the prize like we talked about yesterday, following our passions, letting our passion carry us and move us forward along with our inner wisdom while we attend to details, releasing anything that's getting in our way. All of these things enable us to really move forward, making choices that reflect a deep love and acceptance for ourselves and allow us to actually move towards what it is that we want. All right, let's get one more Moonology card. Final advice and guidance for this weekend for the collective. Thanks again for joining me today. Really appreciate you choosing to spend your time with me. Honor your feelings. Yeah, another important piece of the puzzle, right? Honoring our feelings actually enables us to process our emotions, which helps us release those blocks and opens up that space, helps us create balance and harmony within ourselves to enable us to move forward with passion, honoring our feelings, but also honoring the wisdom that we have within us and making those choices that reflect that deep, unconditional love and acceptance for ourselves, right? Yesterday we talked about the importance of self-love. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'm sending you lots of love. Take good care. And we are starting a new month. I've just rebooted this tarot channel, and so I'm in a bit of an exploratory phase. So April, I was doing the weeklies on Monday, the dailies Tuesday through Thursday, and then the weekend reading on Friday. But I'm going to change it up for May, and I'm still deciding exactly how I'm going to do that, but I will be back on Monday. So TBD exactly what that will look like. I'm very seriously contemplating doing some sign-based readings, keeping some of what I've been doing, but also adding sign-based readings. So stay tuned. I hope to see you on Monday. And again, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Bye.